Hi class. I just wanted to answer a few questions that came up this week. So some of you have emailed me. Notice that in eCentennial the instructor information is here, and my name is Carrie Shields. I'm your instructor for this course. We are nearing the end of week 1. If you have questions or need to contact me, just send me an email. That's the quickest way to reach me. And I will answer your questions through email, and I will do a summary with questions each week to make sure everybody's on the same track. So one of the questions is, what do we do? How do we get started? Well, yes, this is a fully online course. So that means that you just work away at your own pace every week, pretty much your own pace. Meeting the due dates is important. But the first sort of chunk of learning that we do is about your own skills and abilities and how those map to specific occupations. And so we're going to be using the Career Success Guide from the Careers Office, which I'll talk about in a minute. And you're going to be using the eCentennial. So every week you should be logging into eCentennial a couple times per week with this course, because that's the only time that you actually touch base with me and that you actually touch base with the content in the course. So the first thing is you read the news area. And the news area says, introduce yourself using Flipgrid. So when you click on Flipgrid, it takes you over to this program where you do a quick video introduction of yourself. Now I see that it's Friday today, the end of week 1, and that Hein has done an introduction of herself, which is great, but nobody else has. So we need to sort of make sure that we're doing the things that are posted here by the professor. And you'll click this link and you'll videotape yourself for 1 to 2 minutes and do a little short introduction of yourself. The next thing it says is review the documents posted in the Getting Started module. Then, after you've done that, do the course orientation quiz. Now I see about 12 people have completed the course orientation quiz, and we have a class of about 35 here. So you need to make sure you're reading the Getting Started module, then doing the orientation quiz. So there's really 3 things you need to do to get started. So 1, log into eCentennial, read all the news a couple times a week, because I'll post something at the beginning of the week, and I'll usually post something either in the middle or towards the end of the week. So you want to be checking in. You're going to read the Getting Started documents and then do the quiz, and you're going to introduce yourself. So that's sort of how you get started. Lastly, you're going to start into the learning module, but I'll show you that in a second. So once we have done our introduction, we're going to click on the Content tab. And it may be a little odd this semester because the college has just updated their interface for eCentennial, so this is new to me as well, this sort of interface. It looks different than it used to. But when you go to the Getting Started module in our eCentennial course, you see that there's Welcome to the Course, so you need to read that. You need to read the course outline. You need to look at the schedule, the weekly schedule and due dates. You need to look at conducting yourself online. What does that mean? What does this online course mean? Student services and supports, you need to read it. Help and policies, you need to read it. Then you get to the orientation quiz. And then you complete the orientation quiz, which is asking you questions about all of these documents you just read. Then what it says here is after you've done the orientation quiz, then the learning modules should appear for you. These won't turn on until after you've read all the orientation, Getting Started documents, these documents, and done the orientation quiz. Once you've done that, you will open up, or the learning modules will open up for you, and you'll go to weeks 1 to 4. So you've done your introduction, you've read all the Getting Started documents, you've done the orientation quiz, and now you're ready to begin the learning for the week. So throughout weeks 1 to 4, we stay on this document, the weeks 1 to 4 outline. Really the only other question I had this week was how do we do the introduction, and also how do we get started. So you know how to get started now. And then you start reading this week's 1 to 4 document and just clicking on the links, doing what it asks you to do. It's going to ask you to register in the Career Success Guide. The Career Success Guide is really our ebook. And then you go into getting started in the Career Success Guide and reading all of these links. I'll give you a little more information about the Career Success Guide in my next video. But you're not completing your assignments in the Career Success Guide. You're reading and learning. If you wish to complete some of these assignments in the Career Success Guide, you're doing that for the Career Success Office. And it's really not graded or part of the course, but it stays in your account. as long as you're a student here and after you graduate. So I leave that up to you, but I'll tell you a little more about that next. So thank you for watching. Hopefully that helps get you started. Remember, introduction, read the orientation or getting started documents for our course, do the orientation quiz, and then begin reading the weekly outline for weeks 1 to 4. And I'll be checking in every week, giving you a little more information about what's in that outline and how to use the Career Success Guide. Thank you.